Well, let's now answer the question from the beginning. Who will be the first person to be tested with this technology? Unfortunately, Elon Musk and his team at Neuralink did not provide further updates about that. As of now, the only publicly known patient of Neuralink is Noland Arbor.
We just want to be clear, there's only one person with a Neuralink chip in their brain. So for people out there who think we've put a chip in their brain, we'd like to assure you, for what it's worth, you probably won't believe us, but we did not put a chip in your brain.
The lesson from Second Sight. Neuralink is not the first company to venture into the field of visual prostheses, but it is the most successful one to date. Before Neuralink, there was a company called Second Sight, which developed a retinal implant known as the Argus II. The Argus II was the first retinal prosthesis to deliver bionic vision to patients, receiving FDA approval in 2013. Here's how the Argus II worked. First, patients would undergo surgery to implant a small electrode, essentially a tiny chip that conducts electricity, into the retina.
So we're looking at the inside of someone's eyeball. This is their optic nerve here, which connects to the brain, and this electrode is being placed onto the macula, or the central part of the retina.
Once that implant is set up, the patient is given a pair of sunglasses equipped with a small camera in the center to capture incoming images. The video data captured is then sent to an image analyzer, which processes the visual information. So, if the camera captures an image of a bike, after being processed by the visual processor, it would be distilled down into a very basic pixelated visual representation. Unfortunately, Second Sight and their CEO at the time, Robert Greenberg, faced significant challenges in making their retinal implants financially viable. One Argus patient reported that when considering the cost of the surgery, the Argus II implant, and all associated rehab services, the total cost amounted to $497,000. This high expense made it difficult for the company to sustain their bionic retina business. In 2020, Second Sight announced that their head of research and development and their CEO had left the company. Subsequently, horror stories began to emerge from patients who discovered that their retinal implants were no longer being supported. When it comes to a cell phone, it's relatively easy to upgrade from an old Nokia or BlackBerry to the latest iPhone. However, if your old technology involves a computer chip implanted in your retina, swapping it out isn't as simple or safe. That's why I believe Elon Musk and his team at Neuralink have certainly learned from the lessons of Second Sight and are offering the next generation of brain-computer interfaces, complete with lifetime support. So, what other diseases do you think Neuralink technology could potentially cure in the future? And how much do you think an implant from Neuralink will cost? Leave your guesses below. Why is this technology such a breakthrough? Now that we have a good understanding of what Neuralink plans to deliver with their technology, let's delve into the 4 key innovations that set their technology apart from previous attempts. The first major innovation with Neuralink's technology is its wireless capability. In previous brain-computer interfaces, users needed to plug a wire into their skull to connect to the system, which significantly limited its practical use and convenience. In contrast, Neuralink's technology operates entirely wirelessly, and the system can be paired with regular-looking glasses and a smartphone, so blind people could be out and about in the world with a fully functioning brain implant, and no one would even notice. The next key advancement that Neuralink brings to the table is the replacement of rigid arrays with thin, flexible electrodes. The benefit of these flexible wires is that each wire can be placed strategically in the brain with improved precision. Traditional brain-computer interfaces use rigid metal chips, known as Utah arrays, which have tiny electrodes sticking out like needles. These electrodes are connected to copper wires to transmit electrical signals. However, studies on explanted brain implants have shown that over time, the materials in these rigid chips can degrade, and the brain may develop scar tissue around them, leading to signal loss or degradation. Additionally, the bandwidth of these arrays, or the amount of data that they can send back and forth, is quite limited. Right now, the Neuralink implant chip can record from 1,024 channels. For context, this is 10 times the bandwidth of the Utah array.
It's a size of about a quarter, and it has over 1,000 channels that are capable of recording and stimulating.
However, To achieve bionic vision systems that resemble realistic vision, their bandwidth will need to expand significantly, by several orders of magnitude. 10 years ago, we had the Argus 2 retinal implant, which provided a 60-pixel black and white image. To put that into perspective, a typical 1080p high-definition screen has about 2 million pixels of visual information, whereas a 4K ultra-high-definition display has 8.3 million pixels. Now, regarding blind sight, Elon Musk claimed that the technology will start with low resolution, comparable to early Nintendo graphics, but ultimately, he hopes it will actually exceed normal human vision. The third innovation that distinguishes Neuralink is their surgical robot. This requires precision to fractions of a millimeter, so they invented the R1 robot, which has the capability to grasp and precisely insert these electrode tips into the human brain, while carefully avoiding important blood vessels.
What the robot's going to do is it's going to peel the array, the threads, one by one from its silicon backing and insert it into the target's.
That wraps up today's update on the Neuralink Bionic Vision System, or blind sight. What's particularly exciting about all this progress is that Elon Musk and Neuralink have openly expressed their goal to scale up their operations and make their brain-computer interface technology accessible to more people than ever before. According to the Japan Times, Neuralink is currently seeking to enroll 3 more patients in their brain implant study, with thousands reportedly lining up for the opportunity. So, do you believe this technology has the potential to change humanity forever? Share your thoughts in the comments below. For now, farewell, and until next time.